Hello everyone and welcome back to Reassembly. Here we are in the ruins of the last agent we destroyed after a very successful episode last time. And as I said, today we will be building more ships as we have reached the 8000p limit and therefore cannot unlock any. Actually, can I? No, I still need to unlock the station shield. So, first things we're going to do is we are going to probably find enough money to get a station shield, and the way we're going to do that is not by going after that agent, possibly going after that one. Could be a smart idea, and we'll shoot everything that we pass on the way there. If we don't get enough resources just on the way there, then maybe we'll just do that. But think about that. There's not many stations around, are there? That's weird. These cargo ships, kind of pointless because I've got full resources. Can't really put them anywhere at the moment. Ooh. Back to my ways of crashing into things, I see. Just gonna shoot everything that moves, like I normally do. Maybe not hit it, but definitely shoot it. Alright. Ah, it's the Borg. Fun. Very fun. And not really a threat. Except for those laser drones, they're really annoying. I think they're the only two factions that have laser drones, although this faction isn't playable. Like, you can't play this faction unless you mess around with game files, which kind of makes sense, they are just blocks. Alright, see if we can get another agent. If only we didn't run out of time for the last episode. Oh, hello. Oh, this is easy. Just rush him straight into him and blow him up. Or get blown up by a nuke. Ah, it's that faction. Oh, I see. Yeah, that changes things. Yeah, I'm not going after them. That's the really powerful armor, really powerful weapons, really powerful everything. Yeah, they have melee weapons. Alright, let's not go near them then. Capturing more stations down here seems like the best plan. Although I could go for that wormhole over there and just click the stay here button, and that'll give me 1,000 credits for free, which is basically the same as capturing 2 stations, so, or 2 large stations at least. Hello. Astropod is destroyed. Alright. And stay here. There we go. Free 1,000 credits. Hello. Who are you? Don't really care. Now we are coming to the middle of the map, which means we're gonna meet some of the really big ships. Not amazingly powerful, but still quite scary. So this is the blue faction, these crystal, I think it's called the crystalline faction, or at least people refer to it as the crystalline faction, because the blocks you build, the blocks in the faction are called crystalline, or like crystallite, or whatever it is. So it's quite strong armor, and their weapons are quite powerful. Ooh, hello. Taking a lot of damage from that guy. Wow. So yeah, they're the really big ships that I was talking about. Although I think there are bigger ones. Where could I go instead? Kind of live a little bit stuck. There's 2 agents I don't think I can do. That one's 8000p exactly, so it's not really a surprise, and so is this one, so I could rush straight down there, just like rush in, capture the stations, fly out as fast as possible. But yeah, you know what? 10 minutes left. It might be worth it to just start building now, and then I have more time to do it in this episode. I think this episode is generally going to just be longer, as building, for me at least, takes a bit of a while. Although I think in this episode I won't start the main building of the other ships yet. I think I'm going to start with upgrading this a bit more, like making it bigger. I'm probably just going to scale everything up. So it's a very simple upgrade. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Alright. So I think the best way of doing this is just take the back off it. Maybe not. Connect it there. Maybe that is the best way. I don't know. What I might do is I'll select half of this basically. Reattach these. Not there. And do the same thing on this side. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is just straight scale everything up. Now, this may not work as intended. It may not do what I want it to do. But I can hope, I guess. Oh, that is already as big as it gets. That there. There. Now this may just be a bad idea. Yeah, I think it is. Can't discard. Alright. This ship can stay as it is. Lower. Surprisingly lower power. Not really sure why. I think it just means more burst lasers. So what I might do, go back to the whole cutting it in half thing, recollecting that, and I'm just going to expand it out with burst lasers. It's not the smartest way of doing it, but you know, I'll just replace these ones with blocks, so it is just a safe connection. And now if I reconnect this, for some reason, oh yeah, the center part isn't connected, but can fix that pretty easily. Can still go a bit bigger too. Oh no, whatever that was, it wasn't right. Right, oh, there's stuff over here. I don't know where that's from. I'm gonna have to think about where that's from now. It is just one missile and a triangle. Just gonna try and mix and match there. Yeah, I have no idea where that's from. Hopefully it isn't important, because if it is, that could be a problem. I don't think I'll be able to add that many. I think that many should be fine. Yes, exceeds max P. Does indeed. Not for much longer it won't. Removing one more of these would make it much more powerful ship, and generally an 8000p ship. Alright, now should I begin work? I'll begin work on our... What should I build? Should I build our mothership or our big tank ship? I think I'm going to build our big tank ship. Firstly, just gotta... Now, I'm not very good at building things. I'm okay at it, but really not amazing. Now, this is going to be quite a big ship, I'm guessing. Mostly armor. Could do that. I think this middle section is going to be the most armored. I'm going to have a large amount of guns, and as I said in the last episode, probably going to use some of the front mounted weapons, as they're really, really powerful, as long as you actually manage to hit stuff with them. I'm going to scale this down a bit so it's not such a sharp descent. Not like that. There. And I can connect these probably off of a triangle, because that'll smooth it out a bit better. Keep trying to mirror triangles that are already mirror, like, you know, since it's a an equilateral triangle, it doesn't really matter if you mirror it. It doesn't really do anything to it. So from here, I think I'm just going to go for a really big, beefy... That middle section's going to have guns, probably. Expand out the back a bit. Alright. Just make it. Not sure what I was going to say there. Apparently nothing. This back section is probably going to be thrusters, or at least the forwards one. I'm going to have quite a lot of forwards thrusts, obviously, because it's a massive ship. There. That should be sufficient. And then I think just for looks, we're going to have two of these. Just because it'll make it look more like a really big starship or whatever. Kind of armor that up a bit better so it doesn't just immediately get shot off. Now, if you've ever played Robocraft, which some of you probably will have, and some of you may know where I'm going with this, Robocraft, building robots in that is somewhat similar to building robots in this. Building ships in this, as you've really got to think about what's going to get shot off, what's going to need repairing first, and all that stuff, all that science and stuff. So you got to really think about what you're doing when you build them, and this is pretty much it. Yeah, these main thrusters here at the back are pretty much guaranteed to be just there for decoration, as they are really just not that good. Yeah, I think here is where I'm going to have at least some reverse thrust. I think that should be enough. Don't want to go overboard. Now wings at the back. I'm gonna need kind of wing shapes. Oh no. I don't want to mirror this. Mirror. And then do that again here. Now, if you mirror shapes and attach them like this, what it does, that's wrong. Whatever I've done there, it's wrong. That is 2. There we go. It basically just makes a bigger version of that shape. So, if you've got, since these shapes are too small for what I want to do, kind of want to just do that and then sharpen off the end. How am I going to do that? It's more like that, isn't it? And then that touches on there. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for, and that looks quite good. Not like that though. For some reason that doesn't connect properly. Oh, don't do that. There. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but it works, and it looks good, and that's what I want it to do, so, good. Now, actually, something interesting. That would attach there, then. Okay, apparently not. Good, attach that there. Have a big block in here, which won't attach perfectly, but it'll attach, at least to the outside edge, and then have some more thrusters in here, probably more for movement than like more for steering, but they're thrusters and they're useful. Now, what can I do next? Kinda don't really like how sharply this goes down. I know what I was going for, like that kind of look, but I think it just looks kind of weird. Now this is gonna be, I think this is gonna be mostly plasma cannons, like of the really big, these ones. Gonna have like a lot of these going through the center. Can I have 2 of these next to each other? Damn it. What I could do though, could get rid of these. Now will this scale down together? Yes, it will. Alright, so I'm gonna get these extended out a bit, and that should give room to have 2 of these in a row, and have a block go through in the center for extra armor, and probably have something connected up there anyway. So I don't want these connecting to each other, I want these connecting to the blocks. Getting a little bit laggy for some reason. Hope it stops doing that, because it makes it really annoying to build. The music, I'm blaming the music for that lag. No, where am I? Yeah, seems to have cleared up. Or not. Whenever I think the lag is gone, it comes back again. Alright. Maybe I should armor this better. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just like that. Why? Why would you do that? Why? Alright. Shrink this down to the really small size. Oh wow. Oh no. Well, with this, have gone a bit over time, quite a bit over time. So with that, I have probably finished today's episode at least, and yeah, we'll finish this build in the next, probably be able to finish it in the next episode pretty easily, and then we'll start building the other ships. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate all of the support I've been getting. A lot of views, a lot of likes, comments are really appreciated, and the amount of subscribers we got recently is just amazing. So keep it up, guys. I really do like that. That's great. Anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.